Hi, Fiona. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Kerry. Thanks so much for the invitation.
I know originally we planned this to be outside, but I think the weather has been working against us because
Yeah.
every time we try to plan this on a weekend when we have time, it's always raining. So unfortunately, we have to do this interview indoors. But I'm really grateful that you're actually joining me today. Um, I know I did discuss with you that all about the cooking side of what I'm doing, but I'm really pleased that you're joining me today to talk about fitness. So, uh, I'm gonna ask you just to introduce yourself a little bit, and then we can start by answering some of the questions that I have.
All right. First of all, I want to thank you same way for your invitation. I really feel honored to be your guest on this special health segment. And um, to myself, I can just say that I'm 35 years old, a fitness instructor, and also working as a teacher.
You look
And
amazing.
before Corona, I was given aqua fitness classes, swimming classes for children, and also fitness classes. And now, since Corona, I stopped doing the swimming classes, stopped doing the other stuff in the water. It's not working.
Yeah.
Anyway, I improved my fitness classes and I'm doing way much more. So
Yeah, well,
it's nice.
I know with you, I mean, obviously, professionally, you've been an educator for a very long time, and now
Yeah.
that you're applying a lot of that to nutrition and all the, the courses that you've been on also for the fitness instructor uh, job that you're doing now. Um, what I wanted to ask first was, what has been your greatest influence, especially with your nutrition? And maybe the choices that you make cooking wise.
That's a really great question because I feel like nowadays our diets really changed. We live in a time that is always like in a rush. We're always heading from one point to the next one. And we like to just grab some food, take it on the hand, and just eat it like sit in the car driving somewhere or whatever. So a lot of time people make bad choices by the food that they given and really intaken into the body. Um, so it's like a mixture nowadays. We're not only eating whenever we feel hungry, especially not in industrial nations. We get influenced by certain diets, by certain um, social influence, like the family or the background, the friends, whenever you grow older. And then when you get older, also your knowledge hits in. You start to be aware of what your body is in need of because probably you're already missing something or you feel like you're not having enough energy to face your daily routine. And these are mostly the points when people start to check what a proper diet's supposed to be, or whenever also they start to be unpleased with their look, with their body.
Yeah, because you
And
you changed your diet quite a lot. I remember the first time really meeting you and seeing like, wow, okay, this woman, she eats really healthy stuff.
yeah, so my diet is plant-based. I was vegetarian for 19 years. As a teenager, I got in touch with Rastafari, and this made me a vegetarian. And from the beginning of this year, I started to be a vegan because I have an autoimmune disease.
Mm.
And with this autoimmune disease, there are certain allergies coming with it and also other food intolerances. So this is why I had to change my diet again. But over the years that we know each other already, I changed my diet quite a few
Yeah.
times. I always try to eat really healthy, but with the more knowledge that I was getting and building inside, um, I could also change what I'm doing because a lot of times we think like, oh, that's healthy. And then you really eat some stuff that is not healthy at all. And also, especially the fitness, which got way
Yeah.
much more over the last years, changed my diet. The more that you're working out, the more you have to intake because I want to build up muscles and I don't want to just be skinny. And as you can see, I don't have to reduce weight. So my problem is more to have a balanced intake of calories because I'm working out a lot, especially now that we are able to give classes again. But I'm grateful. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy to have my clients back again.
Well, I think it's amazing that you chose to really, I think, find out a lot about your own nutrition, because I think this is what a lot of people, they get all this information on the internet about, okay, try this diet, try that diet, and it is quite confusing. And I think, we also don't take into consideration our age and, our social circumstances, like you mentioned earlier. Um, but I think it's great. What I noticed with you is that you made such an effort to find out about what was right for you and educate yourself. But then you also married that with the fitness. And now that we're talking about fitness, this is where I think I want to ask you about how has that been now to balance your fitness with, now that you're working in fitness and, you've got a fit lifestyle. How has that been? Has it been a bit of a challenge, or how have you been coping?
It's not a challenge at all, because actually it's really a good timing that we are having this interview right now, because just this Sunday I had a special class about nutrition, and it was a workshop for nutrition in total, so you can educate and help some people to get a diet plan and stuff like that. And the first workshop was about nutrition and sports. So depending on what kind of sports you're doing, what kind of nutrition you need, because your body can just be healthy and build up in whatever way you want it to look like, if you have the perfect diet for it. If you're working out like a couple of days a week and you're still just eating unhealthy food like fast food and just being on a rush and not having self-cooked meals and not even eating at regular times, these are the cases when, yes, you're getting stronger, but your body doesn't start to change to look that much. And also, you're unhealthy, because inside the nutrition is missing. And your body can store the different nutritions like minerals or vitamins for different kind of decades. So some stuff you can store for certain weeks, the next stuff for even years. So sometimes people just start to feel really bad and missing a lot of energy, feeling not having enough power or whatever after a couple of years.
I'm glad.
Especially if
Yeah,
you're vegetarian, you have to know how to get your proteins and everything. You
exactly.
cannot just eat like bread and yogurt the whole day, because
Well, I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because, or you're stressing on that, because, people might think, oh God, I need to get into some gym and I need to work out 5 times a day. But if you're not fueling your body with the right things, and also considering, again, like we said, personal factors, like, I mean, I'm 48, and as I'm getting older, I've realized, I need to think about my hormones, I need to think about, so many other factors. So the workout routine that I have has to be tailored to a lot of this information, and it's very personalized information. And I think this is why someone like you, who you're trained to understand, that you're trained with nutrition, you're trained with fitness, you're able to really, I think, support people. And I love your motto, which you said, let's talk about health, not about illness.
yeah.
But how do you think this? I mean, I know you've been to a few carnivals. I know you don't miss your carnival, really. I mean, that is like a real heavy activity. Anybody, I mean, I know there are loads of people out there who know what that feels like. I remember the first time I did it, I was completely exhausted, and then people usually get sick right after. But when we have to prepare for activities like that, whether it be a carnival or, maybe a big event, maybe a marathon, how do you think we need to look at our fitness then, to really prepare for things like that? How have you incorporated that into your routine?
Oh, definitely for those events, you should do some cardio training. Yeah, because you're on the road like the whole day,
All day, yes.
all day long, 2 days in a row. And yeah, even if you're going for other travel activities, like you said, climbing the Mount Everest or whatever, uh, in that case, you should also do some craft training to build up your muscles, especially your back. This have to be strong if you have to pull up your own, like body weight. Otherwise, it isn't working properly. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it dependent on whatever you're doing. But for those cases, train your heart. And also, you cannot just go to the gym and say like, okay, I want to have a certain look. Like you said, you have to have the right nutrition. You also have to take care of your organs and stuff like that. So you cannot just do some hypertrophy training to build up your muscles and missing out the cardio training,
Mhm.
because it's unhealthy to have the body of a Hulk and you have the heart like whatever of a little teddy bear, you know?
Yeah, and I
So it
think
have to go
people,
together, everything.
and I mean, all of us are different, all of us are different sizes. I mean, it's not really about trying to fit into a
No,
specific look or a specific size. It really is about just moving and having some kind of movement, because, it's important for the organs, like you mentioned. And I think also, it's great for us to, it's again, it helps also with the cooking, the having fun, having a better social life, a better personal life. All these things tie together, especially with the nutrition and the fitness. But the last part and my last question is, what advice would you give people who are interested in really improving their fitness, improving their, maybe how they work nutrition into a fitness routine?
so first of all, for everybody who want to start doing some workouts in what sport field or ever, go sign up for a class or go sign up at the gym with whatever you feel comfortable with. But it's always better, you get more motivation to work out with more people. There's a social aspect. So you see some people just having some small talk, and so you will stick to it, because as humans, our nature's lazy. Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. So
It is what it is. It's so
it is what it
true.
is. Humans are lazy beings. It is what it is. But nevertheless, we can reach our individual goals. And it is really important not to compare yourself to somebody on the internet or to some whatever stars, or even not comparing yourself to your friends or to somebody in that sports class, in that gym, because all of we are different, and it's about to reach your personal goals. So the key to reach that goal, or whatever it is after, because normally when you stick to it and you reach it, you set up for the next one,
Yeah, I
is
mean,
consistency. So the key is really consistency. So sign up and train with other people. They're not only motivating you, the other positive side aspect is a really
and
important
obviously,
one.
if you've got a
Working with a
personal
trainer.
trainer,
Working with the trainer, because
it's
the
always a
trainer,
good thing.
yeah, the trainer's there to correct you. The trainer's there to motivate you and to give you help on your path, on this life journey of working out, feeling more balanced, having a greater fitness, a better well-being. Yeah.
I mean, I've
Oh,
seen I've seen a lot of people, even in Germany, whether they're doing dance or whether they're just, going to the gym, and they've been to some carnivals and they've been to some parties, and they've actually channeled that into a healthier routine in their personal lives. And I think what I like with what you're doing is that you are now taking all your training and channeling that into, helping others to find that level of fitness that's going to be comfortable and also productive for them. because some of us, we're not able to digest all this information online. Sometimes you
Not
don't
at
know what's
all.
right for you, and you need to talk to a professional
Yeah.
before you do that. So, I'm really proud of you, and I'm really grateful there are people like you out there.
Well, thank you so much for these compliments, but I can just give it right back because you are doing such a great job with your channel and giving these people such a nice, flavorful variety of different healthy dishes that they can add to their diet. So, because this is also something they're not only like missing or knowledge or whatever, or feeling like, oh, this is too much to channel and just to prepare my own stuff. So they're getting a little bit of help also in that case from you. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that's nice.
I think even with the different varieties, we've got to keep our cooking a bit interesting because we get bored. And like you said, with the whole lazy thing,
Yes.
it's the same thing with having an exercise routine. I mean, I change my routine every month so that I don't get bored. So because it might be yoga, it might be weights, it might be a few things, but I think that's an also helpful thing. Um, so I just, like I said, I just want to thank you so much for just sharing this knowledge and also inviting people as we are to, just move more, and especially as the weather's getting a bit better now, it's great to just go for a walk, even if it is just to get the blood pumping and moving around the body. It's a great thing. So thank you so much.
Thank you, same way.
Well, I will definitely be seeing you soon, I'm sure, once this weather changes back to a little bit more sunshine. But you take care, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
Bye.